Lateral splits were probably one of the funnest and most detrimental poses that I could have ever done for the health of my hips. After every time I would practice, whether it was athletics or yoga, at the end I was super warm and I would just let my legs slide out to the side and I would hear an audible pop every time in my left hip. Wasn't painful, but I've come to learn it was problematic because that was my femur in the acetabular joint just grinding its way across the labrum and other untold structures that are no longer in my hip anymore. Now, I'm not just saying this for scare tactics, but lateral splits can be really problematic if that range really isn't a part of your body's repertoire, and it certainly wasn't mine. I was forcing myself past a safe range. Even though I could do it, I probably shouldn't have. So if lateral splits isn't a great option, but you want to do something fun to stabilize and help the health of your hips, particularly with abduction and adduction, this exercise called Adductor Slides is a great exercise that I learned from my teacher, Glenn Black. To do it, you'll need a blanket or a sliding surface. So if you're in a carpeted room, you can put paper plates or sliders underneath your feet, or even, garbage bags have worked for me in the past. But you want to be able to have your sliding surface at a distance so that you can locate for you a safe and tolerable range of abduction to stretch the adductors. Then you want to have some kind of support underneath your hands. And the exercise is this. You'll inhale as you slide apart and exhale, firing that wall of inner thigh muscles to bring your legs together. So this is both a concentric and eccentric exercise for the abductors and the adductors. As you're opening your legs, you're eccentrically strengthening the adductors and concentrically strengthening the abductors. And then as you come together, those things are reversed. You can play with the pace of the motion. You can also try to overcross, over adduct, and really give extra credit to that dynamic adduction range that can be so absent from a yoga repertoire. Don't just let static end range stretching be the be all end all for your hips. Make sure that you include dynamic, eccentric, concentric options for total hip health. Don't let your splits split you apart.